Let's be honest, some people just can't handle real. They say they want truth, but the moment you show up as your full, unfiltered self, boom, they're offended. And you know what? That's okay. Because this message isn't for everyone. But if you've ever been side-eyed for simply being you, this one's for you. You ever feel like your authenticity made people uncomfortable? Like you'd walk into a room, say something honest, not rude, not judgmental, just real, and suddenly the energy shifts? That wasn't your imagination. That was insecurity flaring up around you like smoke from a fire alarm. Not everybody wants the truth. Some people prefer their little world of pretense full of curated smiles and costume personalities. It's like they're all acting in a soap opera that never ends, and you showed up without a script. You weren't judging them. You weren't trying to be better, you were just trying to be yourself. And that's what confused them the most. How dare you not follow the crowd? How dare you not care what they think? You must be dangerous, right? But here's the thing. They felt naked around you. Because realness has that effect. It doesn't point fingers, it just shines a light. And when you're authentic, you reveal all the places where others are pretending. They thought you were judging them because you didn't need to imitate them. You weren't following their trends, mimicking their slang, or echoing their opinions. You weren't wearing the same social masks, and that unsettled them. It's like you showed up to a costume party wearing your regular clothes, and everyone panicked like, wait, so we're not being real today? They were uncomfortable because your truth exposed their fiction. But you weren't being rude. You didn't call anybody out, you let them be. You just quietly refused to join the performance. You weren't playing the role they assigned to you, and they hated that. Because when you stop playing pretend, it threatens those still stuck in their characters. You ever notice how people say, just be yourself until you actually do? And suddenly you're too intense or too honest or too different. Yeah, that's the twist. Authenticity sounds cute until it walks into the room and changes the vibe. But you stayed true, not because it was easy, but because pretending felt worse. You didn't want to lie. You didn't want to keep track of fake versions of yourself. It was exhausting just thinking about it. So you chose the hard road, the honest one. You decided you'd rather be misunderstood for being real than loved for being fake. And guess what? That courage, that realness, it became your superpower. Yes, it drew haters. Yes, it confused people. Yes, some walked away, but the ones who stayed, they love you for you. And that's worth more than 1,000 fake friendships built on shared illusions. People say authenticity is attractive, but what they don't tell you is it also attracts opposition. You're not disliked because you're wrong. You're disliked because you remind people of what they gave up on, their own truth. Somewhere along the line, they stopped being real, and your presence made them remember that. That's why they side-eyed you. That's why they tried to silence you. It wasn't about you. It was about what you triggered inside them. And what's wild is, you didn't even try to stand out. You weren't looking to cause trouble, you just couldn't shrink yourself anymore. You couldn't fake smiles, fake laughs, or fake small talk anymore. You wanted real connection, or nothing at all. That kind of clarity is rare, and rare things always get criticized before they get respected. But the people who got it, they really got it. And the people who didn't, that's not your burden to carry. So keep being you. Keep standing in your truth. Keep showing up exactly as you are. Because in a world full of filters and fakes, your realness is rebellion. And trust me, rebels don't blend in. They stand out. Let them whisper. Let them wonder. Let them be confused about why you don't bend, why you don't play the game. You've outgrown the performance. And your peace, your truth, that's your applause. You don't need to explain your authenticity. You just need to live it every day, boldly, unapologetically, authentically. Because when you stay true to you, you inspire others to remember their own truth too. And if that message hit home, If something in your spirit just said yes, don't forget to subscribe, because around here we keep it real, even when it's uncomfortable. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, Spirit of truth and clarity, thank you for the quiet courage you've placed within me, the kind that helped me stand in my authenticity, even when it wasn't popular, applauded, or accepted. Thank you for walking with me through seasons when I felt unseen and misunderstood, reminding me that being true to who you created me to be is the most sacred act of worship. You saw my heart when others only saw the surface. You celebrated the parts of me I was still learning to love. Help me stay grounded in my authenticity, even when the world tries to pull me into performance or pressure me into conformity. Let my identity never be shaken by opinions or comparison. Remind me that I am not here to impress, but to express the truth of who I am, with grace, with confidence, and with peace. Anchor me in the unchanging truth that my value is not up for debate. Remove every false version of me I've ever worn just to gain approval or avoid rejection. Peel back the layers of performance, people-pleasing, and fear. Free me from the need to shrink, to filter, or to fake my way through life. I no longer wish to wear the masks that suffocate my spirit. Instead, clothe me in boldness, honesty, and self-respect. Fill me with peace, Lord, the kind that silences the need for external validation, the peace that comes from knowing I am already enough. Let that peace live in my bones, steady my mind, and quiet every inner critic. Remind me that I do not have to earn belonging by bending or breaking myself. I was created to stand tall, in alignment with the truth of my soul. Guide me to the people who recognize and respect the real me, the unpolished, evolving, powerful version of who I truly am. Let my circle reflect honesty, mutuality, and love without condition. Remove from my life any connection built on pretense, performance, or control. Surround me with those who celebrate me as I grow and hold space for the realness of my journey. Protect me from those who try to shame, silence, or distort my truth. Keep me safe from manipulation disguised as mentorship, criticism cloaked as concern, and rejection masked as spiritual superiority. Fortify my boundaries so I can discern who is safe and who only seeks to benefit from my silence. Remind me, Lord, that standing alone in truth is far more powerful than blending in with deception. Let me never confuse being accepted with being aligned. May I choose truth over comfort, integrity over inclusion, and peace over pretending. Even if it means fewer people in the room, let me stand with heaven's backing. Let my honesty bring healing, not harm. Let my presence be a permission slip for others to embrace their truth too. May I live in a way that encourages others to stop performing and start being. Let my vulnerability spark liberation in those who are still hiding. Let authenticity be contagious through me. Help me release the burden of over-explaining, defending, or shrinking. I don't need to twist myself to be palatable for those who were never meant to understand me. Teach me to walk away without guilt, to speak without fear, and to live without apology. I will no longer trade my peace for proximity or my truth for temporary belonging. And finally, Lord, may my life be a testimony, not of perfection but of freedom. Let it show what it means to live real, love boldly, and walk courageously in truth. May my journey reflect the beauty of being fully seen, fully known, and fully loved by you. Amen.